Oh man, what is up, my family? Thank you so much for showing up. I see you, YouTube. You're already filling up nicely in the screen. Please remember, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to make this channel thrive, right? What is up, Discord? I see you guys coming in here too. Appreciate everybody for coming on by. Make sure to hit that like button. You guys throw those A's in the chat if you can hear me speak. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat if you can hear your boy speak right now. Let's throw that logo up in right now. Guys, let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. What did we win today? What did we lose today? Options, I see you up in there. Ian Tucker, Rocky Mountain Gobblers, what's up? Coin Fox in there too. What's up, dude? Immortal LPB, what is up, guys? Really appreciate you coming in the chat, right? T Alex, what's up, man? I see you, Pat. Oh man, Pat, don't get that name wrong, buddy. Honey Badger, US1 Tahoe saying Roll Tide. What's up, Chad? How's it going, you guys? Thank you so much for coming on by. I really appreciate you. I love that we're getting these chats in a little bit earlier, and I definitely love that we're actually getting them to fill up pretty fast too, right, team? Hey, I got a little bit of news here for you. I'm going to be releasing the microburst videos. I have 2 tickers, right, that were kind of mentioned by one of the who was it? Mark Roach, my buddy. Where is he? Is he in here yet? Mark Roach actually mentioned 2 tickers for me to take a look at, right? Huge movers. I just want to provide a little bit of information just so that you know that I am looking out for you, right? In case you're trapped in the ticker, I'll give you a little bit of an outlook, right? No problem. We'll go ahead and look at it. Michael Anthony, I see you in the chat, man. Good to see you here. Off Grid Gorilla, what is up? James Flowers, also good to see you guys. Really appreciate you. But Rocky Mountain Gobblers, dude, I know that you spoke to me of, what was it? Maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I know I didn't reply into YouTube, brother. There's a bunch of comments that always come in. I have a million DMs always coming in at me, man. So I can't always reply to every single person, right? But what I am gonna say is right here, man, right now, that I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for sharing the kind words, right? These live videos, sure, they're here for you, man. They're here for you to benefit from. You know, regardless of the fact. I appreciate being here. I love the damn game. So, you know, all I want to do is trade, man. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do, right? But guys, I know that I have a few of my analysts in here, right? And I'm definitely graced by, the presence of some very great traders in here today. One good trade. Good to see you there, buddy. And OGG, I see you in there too, man. Sebastian, I love you, buddy. Good to see you. Damon, what is up, man? Thank you for coming in. And what's up, Alex? Hey, good to see you there too. But guys, please remember, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to make this channel thrive, right? And we'll get this thing rolling and moving, right? All good here in the hood. So guys, tell me, what are we long? What are we short? What are you guys seeing for the broader markets? Because today, I don't know if you noticed, man, but it was a bloodbath, and we definitely nailed a massive play to the downside. CoinFox, are you in there, buddy? Dude, tell me about today, man. Did you like it or what?
Pardon me?
Dude, how was today's trade, man? How was today's trade?
It was ridiculous.
Guys,
ridiculous.
Stupid.
I'm going to tell you, today was awesome. Amazing. Absolutely spectacular.
So you're hearing it right now, team, from two of my top traders. These guys are awesome, man. I got to tell you. And one good trade, I believe, is completely the person responsible for the success behind CoinFox, right? One good trade, I know, man. Don't stay over there all humble, right? I know you're CoinFox's mentor, and he's told me so much about you, my brother. So I love that you're gracing us with your presence, right? And I love that CoinFox is also getting to speak on the mic too. Options, love you, buddy. That was Options and CoinFox speaking, by the way, team. So I want you guys to just know that we absolutely have a great team. And we absolutely have all the guys. I'm not here to spread FUD. I'm not here to talk crap on anyone, right? But I'm not sure that anyone's calling it like we are. Oh man, not a chance, says OGG, right? So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and include the invite link to the Discord right onto that YouTube platform. So guys, those of you in Discord, I know you don't see what the YouTube side is currently doing, right? So and it's not quite updated here if you're watching my screen, right? It's not quite updated on this side. There are still more viewers that we're observing at this point. Here's a chat coming in from the YouTube side. So just so you guys can see that I'm speaking to 2 different chats right now, right? I'm speaking to the guys in Discord for the ARCa Bulls trading team and also the YouTube platform. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and just gather here a quick little invite, and I want you to consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team. And I'm going to show you a clip today, man, of something super special. So you know what? You're going to be, if you use that link that I'm about to include into the chat, you're going to land in a page called the landing pad, right? So when you get into the landing pad, what you want to do is just head on over to the top left, right? If you're observing it here, head on over to the top left where it says server shop, right? That's the server shop where you want to be in. And that's where you subscribe, and that's why you're seeing here. Welcome, Josh. Welcome, David. We have people coming in, right? They're all signing up, and they're kind of joining here to the ARCa Bulls trading team. So please consider hitting the link that I'm about to include in the chat here for the Discord, right? Monster Mike, good to see you in the chat. And Ian Tucker, hey dude, good to see you too, brother. I remember that you sent me a message, and I apologize that I didn't reply just yet. Like I was talking to everyone else, right? I just had a little bit of a tough day today, man. But I'm not talking about a tough day as in like, oh, it sucked today. No, man, it was just a busy day, and I want to just make sure that you don't. That any of you don't take it personal when I'm not replying, right? So this is why I'm using this time so that I can reply to all of you in one collective effort, right? So do not take it in any personal offense that I am just not replying because I don't like you. It's none of that, okay? You guys, it's just there's a lot of you, and I want to make sure that I can spread myself as far as humanly possible. So team, what are we doing today? We have to take a look at it here. I'm going to just give it to you, okay? Yes, we're going to take a look at FNGR and GTII, those little micro caps that keep on, they're just a headache, aren't they? But what I can tell you is that we absolutely met the targets that we were looking for. Man, how did that happen? Team, remember, we're observing the markets in just a little bit of a different way. A mathematical perspective. We're also looking at a little bit of a higher term time frame. It's no big deal. It's no big deal, right? So let's go ahead and kind of shift over here from the logo into the first chart that we're going to be observing here. So this is your ticker FNGR on this side, right, team? So please just bear with me here, right? Because we're going to look at FNGR. We also have to take a look at ticker symbol GTII, and as you can see here, we're reaching the targets that we spoke of about 2 days ago, right? So we have to be careful with what we're doing here in the markets, guys. If you are not paying attention to the broader scope of things, we're not going to have an edge over the trade. And what do I mean by that? Guys, we have to keep in mind what's happening with the broader tensions, okay? They're tightening. It's looming. You know, it's getting dangerous out there, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Missiles getting launched, all kinds of crap happening. So we have to be on top of that stuff. As soon as the market feels some of that pressure to the downside, you best bet every other index is also going to feel that pressure, and we're going to get the downside immediately on all of our favorite tickers. I'm putting up tickers like in the microburst, right? You're going to be catching the microburst with tickers TIRX, and I believe it was, I'll give it to you right now. Yeah, TIRX and RYDE. They were these top movers today, man. I mean, I'm talking about big time moving, right? So those tickers are going to be the ones that we're going to be taking a look on the microburst. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and include the link here. You know what I did? I do remember saying that I was going to add a card, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add one more link here so that you can consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team. And the link that I'm talking about is actually just inside of the YouTube video, right? So whenever you watch one of my videos, just expect some of those links to pop up in the top right of your screen, but they could also start popping up. I'm sorry, the links can also be found in the description below. Okay, so remember, that's how things happen here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put here one link so that you can consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team from the video from the microburst, right? So remember, team, that I have replaced the Microcap Monday videos with an everyday outlook of the microcap and smaller cap realm. So I replaced it with the microburst series. Okay, so microburst is actually a brand new thing. So consider hitting the playlist for the microburst inside of the YouTube so you can observe what I'm actually observing as the post market. So I have a good effort actually coming in from some of the trading team, and they're sharing with me the top movers. And I'm talking about specifically Mark Roach. I think even I think Danielle posted something too. I'm not sure, but I definitely have a few people being very kind about this movement. So I'm going to go ahead and share the link right here in case you are interested in watching those massive movers. I think TIRX or one of those two moved around 300% to the upside, and it looks like one of them may actually have a continuation. Okay, so for the ARCa Bulls trading team, I'm going to go ahead and include it here in the chat for you as well, right? So let's just go ahead and post a quick little at everyone and then share it to the entire team. And here goes YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and put it up here for you too, right? So here is the link to the micro burst video, okay? So there it is for TIRX and RYDE. Huge movers, right? So just I guess so you can kind of see those moves, right? So here is actually here is actually TIRX moving massively to the upside, right? So I'm already watched the video because I provide the entries and the exits and a strategy played here. But guys, I have to warn you about one thing. I understand that I'm giving you the plays here. I get it, right? I see it, and you get them too. But the real thing to remember here, you can drill it through your heads, okay? We're gonna continue. I will never stop saying this key element to you. It is one thing to call the play. It is quite another to execute the play. Executions are 100% key in order to find success to your portfolio. So remember, it's one thing to call it. It's another thing to execute it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at here, right? This is your ride ticker moving on up 300%. Now, this was actually a 30% to 50% runner, and TIRX running a massive almost 300% in the after hours, right? So one of these tickers I do believe has a better continuation than the other. It is up to you to watch that video and find out which one. And as I'm doing that, I am remembering too that from Monday we spoke about LGVN. LGVN was the ticker that I said, guys, just the same way that we were observing, that I'm observing this video that I'm showing to you for TIRX. I said one of these tickers, KAVL or LGVN, are going to have massive continuation. One of these tickers has the potential. And yes, I spoke about LGVN from the 15th into the 16th, which was yesterday. So guys, just to give you a quick little outlook here, take a look at this. This was the close of the post hours on April 15th, and this right here is Tuesday, yesterday, right? You can see it down here. It says Tuesday down there, right? So we were speaking of intraday getting a pullback from the area where we were into two zones. This was your zone here. 278 to 284 was zone 1, and your zone 2 was down here at 259 to 266. Take a look at the retracement here at intraday, right? We got this retracement right inside of the zone that we talked about, and we popped to the upside immediately. So this team, if you were able to capitalize on the ARCa Bulls call out, you were able to see here a 32% gainer to our topside targets from our entries. Congratulations. Congratulations if you took this trade. It was an absolute beat. And I love that we were able to nail the targets with real consistency here. Guys, I see it. I know it went up to 425. We were talking about a ripper here to 343, but it's not our jobs to distinguish or to guess the very top of the price action. Guys, it's our jobs to maintain consistency and discipline. When there are the profits in place, let's take them. Let's rip. We're talking about an almost 32% gain here. Come on. It's looking good. It's looking good. We nailed it. We got high accuracy, and I just put out the next video for the next movers. So we have TIRX and RYDE. Get your eyeballs on that, and let's see what's up. But Mark Roach, he is now in the chat, and I have to say thank you so much, Mark Roach, for showing us these two tickers. I just broke them down, TIRX and RYDE, in the micro burst videos, right? LGVN here was the play from Monday into Tuesday. Absolutely nailed the upside and absolutely ripped it, right? Guys, I'm telling you that there is an opportunity in the markets every day. Every day there's an opportunity in the markets. You notice that yesterday and today has been a gloomy day, right? Inside of the I'm talking about the stock market in general, right? But look at what we found. We found these little hidden gems, right? Using a key system. And what is that system? Well, I have to tell you that I am going to display this system, and I am teaching it actively within the ARC Masters Trading Course. Go ahead and send me an email at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. You're going to find out that my 18-week course, I just condensed to a 4 to 5 week course, okay? And that's going to be the segue into the 8 to 12 week strategies mentorship program, where we're going to have all of the other master students in there come by. You're going to be sharing some very, very good knowledge with other traders there. Okay, team. So hit me up, ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and pass on to you the disclaimer and also the disclaimer and the syllabus and all that stuff, right? So just remember to hit me up there, team. And one more time, right? Let me just make sure that I can get the information here for you to be aware of. And we're going to dive in to FNGR here and GTII and observe what the markets are saying and what the potentials for tomorrow are, right? We want to know, is it going to continue to the downside? Is it going to continue to the upside? What is it? I know that we had a nice little run on FNGR today, and I noticed that it did pull back pretty aggressively too. Guys, it's okay. I understand. I'm here. I told you that I'm going to be here, upside or downside. I'm going to try to observe the markets and give you that day-to-day price action. Yesterday was my mother's birthday, right? So we had to skip a little bit, right? It was a little bit of a give there. I apologize for not showing up, but here is the link in the YouTube chat. Please make sure to consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team so that you are aware live and present how these plays execute. I'm talking about live execution, you guys. There's no, well, you know what, in hindsight here, yeah, we could have done the upside over here and we could have done that and we could have done this. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's not the ARCa Bulls way. The ARCa Bulls way is live, full live, and definitely executing it, you guys, okay? We're not hiding anything. I will tell you when I face a loss. The other analysts will tell you when they face a loss too. Consider that. I have some more things to show you, but let's go ahead and dive into the first ticker of the day here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at FNGR as we have more of the chat fill up, right? So good to see you. If you are new to the chat, please remember, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to thrive, right? Let it push forward, let it push on and upward. So here we go, FNGR, 4-hour time frame. So we're looking at here, you see these little blue shaded areas here? That's going to be your post-hours market, and your yellow shaded area would be your pre-market, right? Early pre-market into the traditional pre-market, which for me, by the way, is 6:30 a.m. I'm sorry, 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, right? That's my pre-market. So you're observing here the little dark area. That's your intraday, right? That's intraday. So let's go ahead and observe now what happened over the last 2 days. So we got a nice downside, guys. We were talking about the target here. We said this was the pennant, which was already facing a potential downside and complete invalidation based on a few signals. We noticed here that we had a huge bearish engulfing 4-hour candle. And then we said, you know what? Let's go ahead and imply the downside. Let's just say that we were to break down from this point here and then get the downside on this. We would be likely to experience a downside target of 287. Guess what happened in the pre-markets and also during Monday? So we got that target almost on the money, right? Look at this area here where it says OHLC. That's your open, high, low, close. Look at the L. I know it's small. You see it says 287, right? Look at the target that we've had here, 287. Guys, there is strategy to keep in mind here. There are ways to trade the market and ways to observe how it happens. So I want you to be a part of that. I want you to be a part of that, and I want you to start making a difference for retail, right? Somebody actually, Wall Street Ponzi said that to me on Twitter. He said, dude, he said, ARCa, you are the voice and the change for retail in like overall. Guys, yeah, man, let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's rip this thing. Let's rip it, and let's rip it again. Like today, man, it was an exciting time today in the markets, you guys. I can't wait to show you a little bit of that clip as soon as we get some more viewers up in here. It's going to be amazing. So now we got a continuation to the upside, curiously enough, right? 287 here, topping out at pre-market today at around, 342. And we experienced a little bit of a pullback, right? So curious price action. We're making a series of higher highs, right? Higher lows. But what is it in reality? What could it be? Let's take a look at volatility versus momentum in the immediate short-term time frame all the way up. Let's cascade it. Let's see how far we can take the move, right? So let's go to the hourly time frame here and see what's up. The hourly time frame has a nice little push here, right? It's in the gravitational zone of stochastic momentum. Looks like it still could get a little bit of a push to the upside here. I will say that it's slowing down in spite of this right here. Take a look at volatility. As soon as you start to see volatility dropping like this, you see it dropping, that means that the transaction rate is starting to slow down. Disbursement of returns are slowing down, right? So that means that the bulls may be growing a little tired. It doesn't mean it's the end of it. It just means that you've experienced a top side, a top side to 342 from 287. It's got to take a breather here and there. But it's a very good thing that we acquired a top chop zone here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and observe. I'm going to go ahead and have you observe that now. We already got rid of that bottom side target in FNGR, right? We got rid of that. Got rid of this here, right? So we already also we got the bottom side target, so we don't need that anymore. Just I'm doing this live with you so that next time we view it, you know what's happening, right? Okay, critical resistance within this zone here, sure, 316 to 326. Not what I'm looking at even still. All right, I see it. Critical support that we spoke of before, I don't care. Let's go ahead and take a look at this next thing, right? The Fibonacci retracement to the downside that we got to 287, confluence with all kinds of geometric levels, I don't care. We got it already. The play is done. Next thing to look at here, the chop zone. I spoke about a chop area, right? So let's go ahead and mark that off. This is your chop zone here, okay? So price action had failed that for just a little bit, right? We were in this zone right here, and we had failed this area of consolidation. I'm liking the fact that price action reached above and is now trying to validate or revalidate the entry and support of this chop zone here, okay? So that means that we are potentially starting another consolidation phase. And the consolidation phase, remember, it's kind of drastic. 313 to around 345. It's kind of big, right? Immediate short-term time frame downside. That's what I'm looking at here. Looks like we could come back to the zones of about 312. I would say discretionarily speaking at around 308 to 312. Get that support bottom, reclaim the upside, validate supports, continue onwards and upwards, right? So let's validate that. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame and see what's up. Downside pivot here, immediate short-term time frame suggesting that continuation there. 10-minute time frame downside pivot here. We have consolidation too. Let's see. 5-minute time frame downside. Yeah, it's completely validating what we're talking about, right? We're already looking at that immediate short-term downside. So now hourly time frame, 30-minute time frame, upside pivots, right? That's where we're looking for the bounce team. That's where we're looking for it, right? Immediate short-term downside. That's my little guy. Bless you, buddy. You get that immediate short-term downside here. Remember, 308 to about 312. I'm going to mark that 308 here just in case you want to refer back to the video, right? Just like this. Get that pullback here, bounce to the upside here, likely resist again from this 322 or whatever that is on top, 322, right? Then pull back, validate your support at 312, continue on to the next chop. We have a resistance, as you can see here, right at the 50% of returns. You can see that price action kind of stalls out there, comes up, validates it, continues. And inversely the same way, right? So got to keep an eye on that 50%. If you want to know what that target is, sure, I got you. Let's mark it there. 328, top side of the price action here, 345. You got it? Let me know in the chat if you understood the play for FNGR by throwing those A's in the chat right away. Let me know that you understand the play by throwing those A's in the chat right away. So team Discord, I understand that sometimes I have to ask these questions several times, but there is a 7-second delay on the YouTube side, right? So we have to kind of wait for the message to show up to YouTube here and then and then move on, right? But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for observing here, team. We're absolutely in play right now, looking very, very good. Old Dad is saying OG clearly did too. CoinFox said, yep, I understand. Don't trade it. LOL. Be careful, guys. Okay, be careful. And you know what? Somebody else mentioned in Twitter that there was a continuing growth to the what was it? To the $15 May 17th expiry. So $15 strike options contract with a May 17th expiry is getting even more attention. That is completely curious. I can't believe that this thing is really doing this right now. But I mean, the broader markets did show some bleed, but FNGR's performance against the IWM and the S&P was pretty impressive considering the fact. Okay, team? So now options is saying, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Hell yes, it helps, man. Are you talking about somebody else here? You're talking about Senor Pennington to you, right, buddy? My apologies there. So now CoinFox is saying, guys, all you need to do is wait for a break above the quarterly high. Break that, and it can go. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. Quarterly high, 3-month chart. So let's pull back here. Let's pull on back. Get a little bit of that. Let's get rid of that stuff there, right? Remember, we spoke about this on Monday. We talked about this being a little bit of a dangerous move, right? We moved on to 342 today. Almost, guys, the 340. Look, if you're looking at this, I'm just going to show you how simple it is, okay?
No finger.
Today's top side was 342, right? Or 340 something, whatever it is. Look at the candle here on the 3-month candle. That's the bottom side of around 357. That's why we're resisting there. You know, it's very close to there. You take profit just shy of the target, let it come back down. Your quarterly chart is already telling you what your targets are. CoinFox is saying break above this, right? 402 to about 414. Break above this, you're good to go. All right. So now you know the play of FNGR. Let's go ahead and move on to ticker symbol GTII and see what's good with that play. Team, just to remind everybody here, got a huge drop into this price target that we were speaking of. We nailed the targets again. All right, we were observing the bottom side of 1798 to 1903 upon breaking inflection. The inflection was down here, 2110 to about 2026. Then we got the bottom side. Now, what I will say is that when we reached this bottom of the target here, we did kind of burst to the upside pretty nicely, right? That was a burst from around 18 to the better part of about 25 cents. So nice little run there. We're approaching that target again. I'm not saying that we're going to make a move here that's equivalent to 42% from this bottom side of the 18-cent mark. I'm saying that we did do that the last time, okay? And if we're observing again, then take a look at this here, right? This is actually the bottom side of our range right around 19 cents, and we made a burst to the upside here too. Yeah, granted, the first burst was from 19 to around 24, right? But we eventually made the run all the way up to around 35 cents. So we're approaching a very key area, and that is not only bullish, but it's also very bearish, okay? How can I say also bearish and on top of it being super bullish? Like this. If you are breaking a major zone of support, that means that price action won't have any further support to observe. So we're going to start breaking down. Look at all this right here, right? There's emptiness in this entire area here, right? Got to be careful. Got to be very careful when it comes to this bottom side of the price action here, right? So as soon as you start falling beneath this target of 1798, expect a quick little bounce or a quick little drop here to 1583 before experiencing a bounce to validate the 18-cent mark or the 18 to about 19-cent mark as a resistance zone before continuing again, okay? But have to be very careful here, okay? This is either going to be very bullish because it is a critical demand, or it's going to be very bearish because it is the key level, key support. All right, we have to observe the markets with this type of consistency, okay, guys? But so far, we have been able to knock out every target up and down for the last few days on GTII, just like we did before. So I'm happy to be here with you. I'm happy to be here observing the markets with you and paying it forward, right? Looking good. But what is the future looking like? What can we say what can we look at as a potential is what I'm trying to say, right? You know what? I'm noticing here that it's a little silent, right? So let me just go ahead and throw in a little bit of a tune here and get this thing to kind of ease off of that freaking pressure, right? Relax, guys, relax. Everything is okay. We just got to make sure to remember to use proper risk management and to observe the markets in any which way that brings an edge to your personal trade, right? Remember, no one is holding a gun to your head. You don't have to hold. You don't have to buy. You don't have to do anything at all either. You have to make sure to do what's right by you, okay? And that's the best that I can tell you, okay? Also, don't trust any influencer. Don't trust me. Don't trust anyone else saying to buy or hold or do anything in the markets. Remember, it is entirely up to you. It is not up to any influencer to do that, okay? All right, team. So let's go ahead and observe what price action can do. Immediate short-term time frame looking a little bit oversold on stochastics, and we're getting a nice little crossover on the hourly time frame RSI. But the hourly time frame RSI is also in the gravitational zone, so there could be a pullback here. The pullback would be breaking above the SMA 14 pink line and then pulling back to validate the support of your pink line when it reaches the prior side's gravitational area. So you break out, validate, continue. Okay, so let's see what we have in an even more granular manner, right? So this is going to be your 30-minute time frame with an upside pivot. That's already validating what we're talking about in the hourly time frame, right? Get the little bit of an upside here, pull back, validate, continue, right? Bi-hourly time frame. Let's see what it's got. There we go. So the bi-hourly is now telling us that there is a local resistance to observe. As soon as the 30-minute time frame continue upward just a little bit, pull back, validate a support, and continue using the bi-hourly time frame. By that time, The hourly time, the bi-hourly time frame would be resisting at a certain point. Let's pull up our moving averages and see what that point could be. All right, team, here it goes. So the SMA 50 on a bi-hourly time frame, I bet that could be your resistance level. But again, we're not using the SMA 50. We're using the relevant price near the SMA 50. More of what I'm going to be teaching you in the strategies mentorship. Okay, guys? So this would be your local support right here. The range, of course, to the prior bar high, right at this zone here. Your resistance for tomorrow to the upside, SMA 50, in relation to the 1998 to 1940 with price action, and then we'll get that pullback here. So then that pullback, of course, we still have a zone to observe. It's going to be your 1818 bottom. Okay, it's still at the inflection zone. So what I'm saying here is that we may be doing this here. Okay, let me go ahead and just kind of give it to you. All right, but at a certain point, this is going to make a decision of whether it's going to continue to the upside or to the downside, right? So it's going to be up to us to determine what side that's going to be. Which side is this going to favor, and how is it going to do it, right? That's the next point for us to kind of figure here. We need to know what the Y is going to do, right? So how are we going to do that? Well, we can continue observing further into the time frames. We need to see what our bottom supports are. We need to see what our top resistances are, and then we'll be able to notice what the play can be. It'll display, it'll show itself to us. We'll know how to play that. All right, team? So, you know what? I want to go, before we figure out that final target on this thing, I have something that I want to show you. And you know what? I may have not cued it perfectly to the time. Discord, you may not be able to hear the sound on this. You may not be able to hear the sound, but it's all good, right? We're trying to show the people here in YouTube. Check this out, guys. So let me go ahead and shift over to this side here, and let me know if you can, Mark Roach, let me know if you can hear this.
Yep. Bitcoin, big right.
Give it away, give it away, give it
Yep,
away
okay,
down.
we're gone.
Can you guys hear the audio?
I can't even hear it in the Discord, bro.
No, I just said that Discord, you may not be able to hear it, but I'm focusing on YouTube.
Oh.
Can you guys hear it? Okay, so CoinFox, you're saying that you can hear it. OG, jump into the YouTube. Let me know if you can hear it. Yeah.
Yes, I heard it on the YouTube.
Oh, awesome! Great. All right, guys. So check this out. Okay, this is kind of what happens, kind of what goes down when we're trading in the ARCa Bulls trading team. Okay, so give this a quick listen and let's go.
Just broke it.
All right, I'm gonna add it into the screen here so we can see it next to the.
Spy's going for it now. Spy just broke it. We should
Let's
flush
go,
out.
bro. I'm 40% up
Go,
now.
bitches. Yep. Bitcoin,
Just
big
broke
right.
it. Give it up. Stop dumping.
Give it away, give it away, give it
Yep, it's
away
broken.
down.
We're gone.
Bro, let's go. We're in the money now.
Give it away.
We just opened risk.
Give it away now.
Dude, this thing's actually getting the follow through. A little bit of a resistance here. Of course, validate the break. We still need a 5-minute closure in reality, right? But we're up, team. We're up.
No, we're gone. We're gone.
Gee, let's go.
Everybody buy calls.
Yeah, Meta's low day now too.
There we go. That's it.
Meta's dropping too. Says Chad.
Yeah.
Oh man, 70% up.
Hang on. No reason to sell.
80% up.
We gone.
No reason to sell.
Just in case you're not understanding what's happening, team, we already opened risk right before this. Our bet was that we were going to bet the downside beyond the critical point, beyond our inflection point, okay? So we're saying we're up because we're playing the downside on this ticker, SPY, okay? So we can buy options contracts, we can short shares, and we can play the downside. So keep on listening. Check this out. Bro, what you know, man? Ain't nobody calling it like this, bro.
Let's go, bitches.
This was OGG's call out. Microsoft's price action kind of guiding the way of the SPY's price action. So OGG was trading directly on the SPY from the chart of Microsoft, which is why I put it on the chart here. And we wanted to overlay them together to see how they're reacting against each other. more of why we need to understand how not to just call the play, but how to execute it, right? These are momentous times, guys. Listen up.
Gee, 90% up. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you didn't buy those fucking calls, did you?
Hey, take care.
Just tell me when to sell.
Fuck, are these up 60%? Wow.
Dude.
Dude, I'm up like 80% on both.
160% up
Me
cryptic.
Too, me too.
No reason to sell. No reason to sell yet.
Zero Deets and Tomorrow X, they're both 70% up.
Damn, dude. Ripping it.
Watch it, guys. Watch it.
All right, we need a kill candle
I
here.
took a profit right now because I don't trust options.
Yeah, dude. Of course. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. Hey, but remember, I got one trade.
Either.
I got one trade left. So
Yeah,
you know,
just the person or the options.
ARCa,
Nice.
ARCA, we're live right now, right? We're recording.
dude, hell yeah, we're recording, buddy.
Microstrat. I fucking love you.
Dude, MicroStrat, did it fall?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Bro, you're coming up to the targets. Okay, guys, what you're now observing is that we weren't only playing one play. We were also playing MSTR. We were playing Microsoft. We were playing CGC. We were playing SPY. We were playing Meta. We played all of it across the board, and we nailed every single target that we called out today. Guys, the ARCa Bulls trading team murdered the freaking market today. Okay, so please go ahead, consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team to that link that I just added in the chat. Let's listen here for the final part of the stream here. Check it out. Go. All right, so we're looking at 1131.57 to 1078.10. As long as we get the markets dropping like this, dude, you're about to freaking get another 20 to 50 point run here. Dude, let's go. Everybody in the money.
Oh yeah,
Bro, I am
I
90.
made on those SPY puts too. Those were good.
Bro,
The media's starting to give it up now too,
I just hit
boys.
100.
guys, I'm
my target.
130% up.
Over 100%. Let's go.
Bro, 130%
50%
up.
up.
Get the fuck out of here.
130% up. This is crazy.
Guys,
No reason.
Dude, I'm 100
Guys, no
on
reason to
both.
sell. No reason to sell. No reason to sell.
guy, Cryptic is up 240%. You don't even know.
Just fucking hooked on options now.
Let's go. Talk about big ass money, man. Let's do it.
Next stop, 498, boys.
See, man. Next
Girl.
stop.
Oh, drop it.
Yo, dude, we
Drop
just
it.
went to the
Drop
moon
it.
right
Drop
now.
it.
That's what we did.
Phil,
Here's my target.
yes.
Here's my target.
Come on.
Guys,
yes.
I'm 140% up now. Damn. This is my target here.
Yeah,
That's it?
20% on mine.
That's it? Bro, you should at least be up
That's
500.
it. You gotta at least have 1,000.
Especially you weak traders, take profit.
Listen. Dude, right? Oh, man. Listen, option, coin, what the hell are you looking at, bro? Let's get out.
I'm out.
There we go. Dude, I'm not even
Out.
going to joke for 1 second,
146,
bro.
146. I pulled.
Dude, I'm out. Well, with 140% gainer, I'm out. Guys, you heard it right here. You heard it right now. That was our live trade from today. Every single body got an over 100% run on our call outs. So guys, please join the ARCa Bulls trading team and find out how these plays are executed live, right? So know for a fact that we're absolutely ripping the markets. Oh man, it was quite the day today. Chilling. Oh yeah. So anyway, team, I was very happy to show you the clip from today, right? So now let's go ahead and find out what GTII's target is for that upside or downside, right? Let's continue our analysis here to just understand where this can go. All right, team. So thank you so much. Please, for those of you who are new to the chat, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to thrive, right? Good stuff.
I
OGG,
just wanna
please
add one thing real
share
quick.
something with me right now, team. Go ahead, brother.
I just want to say that if you just do basic math and you have 10 days of what you just witnessed here, and this is reality, this isn't like made up, this is what we do, but that's 10 times your money. And how long have you been sitting in GTII waiting to 10 times your money?
Dude,
That's all I got to say.
you know what?
I want to say something real quick too, guys.
Go ahead.
Just, I mean, you heard us all, calling the targets and goofing around and stuff. And, we're in the trade and we're all happy. But this is all a result that we had been doing the night before and the day before and continuously analyzing the market and understanding where we think things are going to go, right? And we did the preparation for it, and everybody in the room is working off each other, helping each other, like OGG calling out, it was a good realization to me today, because yesterday he was trading the SPY chart off of NVIDIA, but today he was trading it off of Microsoft because it matched up exactly perfect, and everybody in the room is helping each other realize their goals. And that's one of the best parts about it. And whether you're experienced or brand new, doesn't matter. We treat everybody exactly the same. If you've been trading for 2 days, we treat you the same as if you'd been trading for 10 years. Doesn't matter.
It's important to know, guys, that yes, we're putting these plays out and it may seem difficult, but guess what? When you show up to the ARCa Bulls trading team, we also teach you how to follow us. It's not only about observing here, it's about also the education behind the play. So please remember that that you're experiencing right now absolute transparency from a group of traders who are knowledgeable at this. I'm very lucky, team. I'm very lucky to be sharing the stage here with some very talented traders, and they being willing to show you how the play runs. That's absolute power, team. That's absolute power. And you know what? I will tell you this. Come on by, and you'll not only be a member of a great team, but you're also going to be receiving a bunch of scripts for the ARCa Bulls trading strategies. This being one of them here. This is my brand new linear volatility heat map, right? So this is how I'm able to tell how the markets are reacting and when they're going to push and when they're going to pull. All right. Aside from that, getting ready to release this. This is now the beta version of the ARCa Bulls stats. Right, giving you the VWAP levels, giving you the current ATR tops, giving you the Bollinger Bands targets, the RSI plus the RSI slope. Which way is this thing? Guys, everything here is being given to you. This is my personal RSI, going to be part of your scripts. All you got to do, subscribe to the ARCa Bulls team, go into the ARC scripts at the bottom side of the server, right? And then you'll notice that I have a bunch of scripts there up for you. Right. Aside from this, yep, I also have my reversion variant. Right. That's that's your volatility index with profit targets. Right. Giving you the mean, giving you the one standard deviation up and down and 2 standard deviations up and down. Guys, you are given tools to trade the markets with as well. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to join the ARCa Bulls trading team immediately here, because guys, you're missing out. Come by, hang out with us, man. It's a good time. Yes, like CoinFox said, we definitely per se shoot the shit, right? We hang out. We make sure that we're also human here, right? We're not just robots. But when it comes to business, it is business. And when it comes to trading, we absolutely mean business. Okay, you guys. So remember, we're here to look out for you. So make sure to come on by. US1 Tahoe. I love that you came up. I love that you came up and said "Roll Tide," man. I remember that OG Joe coming up from the beginning of when you first found me, my brother. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. Saying Arca's Masters course is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Gotta keep it like that, team. Just the way it is. I'm not gonna hide anything from you. I'm gonna give it to you the way it is. All right, team. So I'm gonna keep it simple here for you, right? Just so that we can preserve time. GTII. Here are your targets. Upside of the 1 standard deviation resistance. That's going to be your 1963 paired to the prior bar on the bi-hourly time frame right up here. That's going to be your zone, right? So let's just go ahead and tie it down here. We're going to finish this up and observe the broader markets so that we can get this in play. We already have that zone drawn in here, man. I was about to draw this all over again. 1940 to 1988, right at the smack center of the 1 standard deviation upside from the bottom side, right? So that's going to be your area here of bounce. And guess what? We already had identified that we would be bouncing within this zone. Check it out. Here's your 1 standard deviation from the reversion variant indicator and the bottom side of the price action here from the reversion variant indicator. And now let me block out the visibility. Check it out. Here are your targets. We spoke about this before even looking at an indicator giving us those very signals. incredible times here, team. So we're talking about strong discretion from great traders and strong targets and actionable strategies. Please make sure to join up whenever you are available. And make sure to hit that like button. So you guys, you have the strategies now. You have the take profits for GTII and for FNGR. So please, please, please remember to practice risk management. And always, always remember, ARCa Bulls Trading Team is here for you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY ticker and see what's up for tomorrow. We had massive blood in the streets today. So guys, here is our bottom side targets from the play that we were observing, right? The break of a critical level at 504.62. This is pretty much the NVIDIA gap that we experienced back when NVIDIA was around what? Like 800, it jumped to 875 or something like that. That is the NVIDIA gap here that we used as a break at the 503 level that we've been talking about since we were all the way up here, right? So we've been calling every single target on that way down, team. And we are literally using our strategies and using our discretion in our systems to identify every target on that way. Okay, so here is the bottom side of the price action today. You can see here that this was the box that we were observing here for take profit targets. We absolutely nailed it. All right, you guys. So we also had this is a symmetrical broadening wedge with a bottom side target similar to the one that we were observing in a macro here, 497.45. I got to tell you, that may actually be realized sooner than you think. We may actually get a continuation to the downside here. So the type of play that you had that you were just watching us play, we may repeat that again tomorrow. We may play the play just like that again tomorrow. You guys, you're hearing the harmony behind great traders, and you're hearing the cheer behind the ARCa Bulls Trading Team, which are just, they're observing the markets with the analysts and with myself. Right, so this is the way we do it, guys. We absolutely have a good time, and we absolutely dive into business, and we get the damn thing done. All right, guys. So SPY looking a little weak on the knees here. Definitely getting a little bit of a 5-minute time frame, broadening ascending wedge or ascending broadening wedge, whichever way you want to say it. The usual take profit for that formation using that strategy per the playbook rules gives you a target of $500.42. You're sitting at 501.06. There may be a continuation to the downside here. It really depends on what's going to happen here in the after hours trading, right? We need to see what the Euro hours are going to do. We need to see what all of that is going to end up doing. I expect this to show a little bit more upside here. I'm thinking that the SPY can probably reach, I would say, somewhere around these targets here, right? Around that 501.54 to maybe around 501.82. And if we do get that top side, that's probably better for the downside play for us. So I'm going to highlight that target here so that we are aware of it, right? 501.40 to around that 501.82, and we'll get this resistance here, key area here, right, in the immediate short-term time frame. That doesn't mean that we can't continue, okay? Because we still have some other pivots to observe, right? 5-minute time frame pivot here, right? Local little area here at 504.06. Got to watch out for that. Of course, got to watch out for the 504.62 that we used as inflection, and of course, we got to watch for the prior day high. Right? That's going to be your 506.24 area. And here it is. As long as you're trading within this zone here, right? Check it out. The $4.99 or $500 mark, right? To the areas of about 506. As long as you're well within this area, try to remain risk off. Okay? We're experiencing a directional market right now. The directional market, what I mean by that is that we're starting to choose an overall direction for the time being. And if you've been around the ARCa Bulls Trading Team, you're going to remember that me and Coin, OGG, Options, everyone, the Cryptic Trader, all of us, we were speaking of a retracement in the markets, in the broader markets, a correctionary period leading at the end of March into April. And where are we right now, team? We're capitulating into April. We were already observing the markets and already calling the tops of the markets back then. So we've been preparing for this. We have been getting ourselves ready for these moves. And that's why I'm telling you that it's going to be a little difficult for me to just explain to you what the price is going to do tomorrow, because I can only show you inflection points and I can only show you future targets. But what happens in between, we don't have control over. I don't have control over, and you don't either. Right? So this is why I'm saying, remember, it's one thing to call it out. It's another thing to execute it. All right? So please remember, join the ARCa Bulls Trading Team. hit me up at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com so that you can understand how to put these actionable strategies into play. All right, guys. So yes, let's go ahead and observe the SPY here. Potential resistance here around 501.40 to 501.83. If we are going to get a push to the upside, I wouldn't put it as impossible here, but yeah, we can get up to 502.57 as well. I'm gonna jot that down there too, just so that we are prepared, right? 502.57 to that lower end of the, we're getting triple wicks down here, right, into that zone. So that could be an area that we can consider for inflection too, or a key resistance. 502.57 to 502.23, bottom side of the range, 501.40 to 501.83, and this could be the resistance level to experience a continuation to the downside, of which, yes, we still have to observe these targets here, but I want you to notice this. Check out the daily time frame ATR on the ARCable stats. This is the data cells window, and it's telling us that we could be experiencing an almost $6 average true range. So it depends on where the market's open, pre-market into the opening of the market intraday, for us to determine how far up or down we can go. But now we know that with our algorithm here, that we have almost $6 in average true range. So we're going to have to use that. We're going to have to use that information into the opening of the price tomorrow, pre-market and intraday. Okay, you guys? So please remember, practice with utter risk management here, and do not risk what you are not willing to lose. Okay, so check this out. Options. If you need please go ahead and tell the team right now. I would love for you to come on and speak what you have, and I think everybody could benefit from it. So please go ahead and take the mic, my brother. You're good to go.
Are you talking about the BTC?
You just said, guys, I got some information. The Silk Road wallet.
Yep, the Silk Road wallet that the government seized they did some test transactions on Coinbase a couple weeks ago, actually. They are now selling their BTC slowly.
Whoa.
So that kind of explains some of the price movement. But yeah, I just got a text about it.
Wow. Okay. That's good to know, because how big is the wallet?
I'm not sure the
pretty
exact
sizable,
amount,
though, right?
Yeah, in the billions. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, guys, it's important.
Billions in dollars, obviously.
Yeah. So it's important to know this, because what could be happening here is that if they're slowly selling, that means that they're increasing the supply, right? So that naturally gives price, a lower valuation. So if you have a higher supply, you have lower prices. If you have a lower supply, you have higher prices, right? So they're selling it. So that means that Bitcoin is slowly falling, right? So that's kind of what we're observing right now. We've been seeing Bitcoin drop. This was our overall range here, right? We were observing the top sides of 71, 72, 73,000, and we were observing the bottom side of price down in here into this zone, which was the 59,898 to 61,774. So we have been dropping little by little here. So guys, if you are trading or if you are observing Bitcoin here, know that we are very close to an inflection point. Okay, so this wick low against this wick low, that's going to be a key area for us to consider. Okay, gotta be very, very careful with price action falling beneath this area here. But what I can tell you is this, that we may be able to play the downside here on BTC against some altcoins or against some coins that have high correlation to the Bitcoin asset. Okay, so please be very careful. So now there is an image here that is being shared by CoinFox. Let's go ahead and take a look at that image real quick, because there appears to be okay, so CoinFox, can you go ahead and elaborate on what we're observing here from your book map indicator?
Yeah, so those are basically the resting orders, the limit orders, buy-sell orders. And I had texted options, the same book map either yesterday or day before, and these bigger boys weren't down here below 59. Right, we had one at 60K was a big boy. I think it was 1,000 Bitcoin, and we had a big seller at I want to say 62.5, which is where I put on the short right when they filled him. And then we started to dump, and then today, as we started getting toward the lows, we filled that 60 wick down a little bit and bounced, and then now all these other orders started populating much lower. So
These right here.
yeah, and those weren't there 2 days ago when I sent options the picture, right? So it's telling me that once we get this bounce, I don't know if we're going to dump tomorrow or maybe Friday over the weekend, whatever. But these guys now they're waiting down here to get filled, and it makes total sense. We had a target of 57, possibly 55. There's a few more underneath there. So yeah, that's how I look at my targets and my support and resistance, and I make sure that there's actual buyers there to confirm that we could make a bounce, right? So I don't just pick an area. I pick an area where it's confluent with a lot of orders.
Excellent strategy, my brother. So what you're looking at here is a collective group of people or individuals placing orders
That's
at
market-wide.
Market-wide here.
That's aggregate. That's aggregate.
So this is everything. It's not considering one exchange. It's not considering whatever. We're talking about Bitcoin in general. These targets are absolutely key. The reason why, team, is because if we're speaking algorithmically, the algorithm is observing the highest pools of liquidity. It's observing the highest the highest concentration of orders, right? So if the algorithm catches that there is a huge concentration of lower targets and it's big time, I'm talking size, big size, the algorithm is going to naturally want to take price action to that area there, whether it's crypto.
Can I add something real quick?
Yeah, please go ahead, OGG. Speak to the crowd. Go ahead.
I just want to speak to everybody from, a position of, I know that looking at, what Coin has shared here and some of the stuff that Options has talked about, and even some of the stuff that ARCa tells you all about can be very intimidating, especially to the green trader, because you don't understand what you're looking at. And we're trying to share what this team puts together on a daily basis before we go onto the trading floor and we attack our trades after we've established our targets and our direction. But I just want you to know, and this is the absolute truth, 100% fact, that almost 2 years ago when I met ARCa, and I met him through the YouTube channel that you are now on listening to, I knew nothing about charts, indicators, bookmap, level 2, trading rhythms. I mean, I can go on and on and on. I understood that I could go in and invest in stocks and it could go up and it could go down. And that is pretty much how I traded on my own. And my success was very limited. But in the last 2 years with taking ARCa's course and getting myself educated and continuing my education even after I took the course and having ARCa as my mentor, and then acquiring guys like Coin and Cryptic Trader and Options and other people around me, Sebastian. And I mean, the team has just been growing and growing and growing. And I'm not going to toot my own horn because I'm not a super smart guy. The name Gorilla is pretty apropos for me. It fits me perfectly. I'm a big musclehead, bald, goofy dude.
They're looking at you right now in the chat. I put your picture up here so they know who they're speaking to, right?
Yeah. So I'm 60 years old, and that picture right there, I'm 58. So I take good care of myself mentally and physically. But I'm not a frickin' MIT graduate or anything like that. But after learning all this stuff, I feel good that when I go on the trading floor every day, I'm a good part of the team, and I'm able to sit next to guys that are really, really good in this in this trading, and compete and be a teammate right alongside it and contribute. So I just don't want you to be intimidated. When you hear us talk and when you hear ARCa talk and it seems like it's way over your head, I promise you, if I can learn it, you can learn it. But you have to invest in yourself to get to that point. And when you do, I promise you it will be the best investment that you've ever made. It was simply, and I have a pretty sizable trading account because I've worked really hard my whole life. So I've saved up a lot of money, but this is the best investment I've ever made was paying for the master's course, getting my master's education, buying the indicators, getting on the trading floor. And, I probably invested $5,000 or $6,000 into my education with ARCa and this team. And I make 6 figures a year now doing this with them. And I'm confident every single day. I'm not saying every day's green because it's not, but I am saying this is a fact. Every week or just about every week is green and every month is green because I've learned how to trade. I've learned how to chart. I've learned how to, use my indicators, and I've learned how to execute. Execute is the key to everything. That's all I wanted to share because I'm looking at those numbers up there, and I know exactly how a lot of these people watching this are feeling. Like, fuck, I don't understand any of that shit I'm looking at. I was there, promise you. 2 years ago, I knew none of this, and all of it is second nature for me. It's like breathing now. That's all I got to share.
Gee, OGG spitting the real facts
good.
here.
He's right.
He's dead right.
And I'll tell you what, watching a lot of your master students and the way they chart and their awareness of what's going on, I'm very impressed.
Oh man, that's nice, brother. And you know what? Yeah, dude, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that coming from you, dude. I look up to you, and I look up to the other traders in here too, man. You guys are powerful, right? So I'm very lucky to be sharing the stage with people like you. I say it all the time, man. So and here's the other thing, right? I want to make sure that we can look at this team in the future and be like, hey, you know what? Look at those guys. Look at ARCa Bulls Trading, right? These guys literally built themselves from the ground up, right? And now they're this elite trading team. Right, that's what I want the future to be like. I don't want it to be to where it's like, oh, you're just following me because I am God. Like, no, it's not nothing like that, guys. I really thrive for the day where I can have my master students just like OGG tell me, you know what, ARCa, I think you're wrong here. There could be this, and this, and blah blah blah. You know what? That's what I'm looking for. I want
the student becomes the teacher.
Yeah, or better. I want the master students to become better than me, and I try.
Don't get carried away.
I try, brother. I tried, but no, you're not like that, bro.
One thing about the order flow, guys, I want to tell you, like yesterday, we were in a tight range on the SPY all day, right? And I don't know if you guys remember, but I said there's a 30K seller on the SPY.
Yes.
Let's see if they fill this guy, and they filled him, and we could not make it past him, even today when we popped. That was the level, and we dumped, right? So I watched these levels to know where did the size go through. That's why a lot of times you guys will say, well, how do you get in this level? Because I'm watching the blocks. Same with the SPY. I saw no big buy blocks downstairs today. Yes, we made a turn, but you see we came right back down. It was no big deal. It wasn't aggressive. And there was no size. It was, when you watch order flow and you watch it long enough, high volume days have bigger size orders. Low volume days have lower size orders because it doesn't take as much to move the market. And for right now, there's no size coming through on the buy side. Just enough to rope in some retail longs, and that's it. So For me personally, until I see the blocks coming in, like when we turned at the SPY 350, that one, last year or year before, we were seeing 50K blocks coming through. Bam, bam, bam. That's it. That's the bottom, right? Same with SPY 460. They were smaller there. They didn't need that size. They were 20K and 15K blocks, right? So for me personally, that's what I need to see to switch my bias. I need to see the big blocks coming through and reloading. Then I know, okay, they bought that whole zone with size. Cool, like they're gonna defend that level.
Yeah, man. So as you're speaking, I'm also displaying what that 460 level was in July of 2023, right, where we got a huge. It was a frothy time, right? Very, very, very blow off toppy. So we got that top side of 460. And then we printed a weekly bearish engulfing here. So using some basic candle formation analysis, we were able to use both of your analysis based on bookmap and based on block sizes alongside psychological strategies to identify tops and bottoms. So we got this weekly time frame bearish engulfing, huge sell-off. Then we got this, we got the 3 black crows here, usually a reversal signal for an upside, right? Another upside got in here, and then guess what? Weekly time frame inside red bar, and then we started capitulating again, you guys. So all of this stuff is really basic knowledge, right? Another bearish engulfing after a short-term upside here. Tweezer bottom. We have twin sisters here, right? A little bit of a you have hammer candles right at the bottom side of this price action, paired with a tweezer bottom combination strategy here. Upside price, tweezer top combined with a bearish engulfing continuation to the downside. And we face the inflection here in the bottom side of the price action from when we started running to that 460. What's up, OG? Tell me, my brother.
Let me interrupt you one more time.
Go ahead, brother.
On what you're doing right here.
No problem.
Because I want everybody to know just how basic I was. So ARCa just said something to you why he's explaining candle structure. I want you to know that when I started with ARCa, I didn't even know what a fucking candle was. I only knew that these were lines on the chart. And one was green and one was red, and green was good and red was bad. I had no idea what a wick meant. I had no idea what a body meant. Its structure, I knew nothing. I had no idea of formations like he's talking about. I mean, he just said to you all, I mean, I'm curious, is there anybody in the chat right now that doesn't know what the body and structure and wick of a candle means?
Go ahead and type in the chat if you know.
That's where I was when I started this whole process 2 years ago. I had no fucking clue.
That's incredible, brother. No problem, OG. That is absolutely important for for traders to use. In fact, CoinFox came up to one of the lectures, right, and he asked me what are my top indicators. So I jokingly answered, like, I know that's a trick question, man. So I'm gonna just tell you right away that it's price action and volume. And then I'll probably use something else, right? So he goes, no, for real, like oscillators. Like, what do you look at first, right? And then I'm like, man, I guess I answered it. I gave him my favorite indicators, but I still told him that my best indicator is price action. It's still the candle. I still have to. I can't do it without it. You know what I mean? I need it. It's absolutely there. And people have asked me before, like, what if you don't have any indicators like the ones that you develop, right? I have like my volatility index heat map here, right? I have even this. Check this out. I have even things like this that are able to tell me the tops and bottoms by a strategy. And I'm talking about an indicator that gives me buy and sell signals. Here's your sell. Here's your buy. Like, I mean, guys, I have algorithms to really, super trade like that, right? Short signal here. Cover here. I mean, guys, I have it all. So somebody asked me, what if you didn't have that in line? So I actually answered that with saying that I was challenged like that before, but actually live. I didn't have any, for some reason, nothing was popping up or populating in TradingView live, right? So I was able to determine the prices based on only price action and determining how the rhythm of them move. So I was able to tell you using historical price what the resistances and what the supports were as we were moving in the trade. So guys, yeah, it's powerful for me, right? I have to teach you that first. We have to first identify how price moves. This is key. This is number one. Price is king. All right, you guys. So yeah, guys. So that is the ticker SPY here that we're observing here. Please remember, we're looking at some topside targets here, right? We could be playing short tomorrow, 501.40 to 501.83. Then we have another local resistance at about 502.23 to 502.57. Guys, remember that I just told you that we also have to consider these top sides, 504 to 504.62. Sure. But right now, that price action is kind of at a standstill right now. I can't tell what it's doing. We have to observe these resistances. They're likely going to happen, okay? So watch out. Now, not sure if you guys are paying attention to your dollar index, right? But this is the DXY, and the dollar index is telling you what can happen in the broader markets. So as long it's an inverse play. So as long as you have upside on your DXY, you have downside risk equities or risk on assets. Okay, you have an inverse play here, and I guess you know what? Even if bet you we could just kind of paste it here, right? So let's take a look at a couple of things here. We're going to put in the SPY, and we're going to put it with candles, right? So that you can see how the inversion play happens, right? Take a look. You see a complete direct opposition in the price action, right? That's because that's how this works, right? We have to know all the tricks to the trade in order for us to determine how to execute the plays, right, team? Execution is key here. All right, so know that this is your dollar value going up. These are your risks. This is S&P 500, NASDAQ, everything else would be facing this downside too, okay? Just a quick little pro tip right there for you. Eyeballs on the DXY. You know what else can tell you the direction of the market? The VIX, volatility, VIX, right? Check it out. As long as we're getting upside on the VIX and as long as we maintain ourselves above the $16 mark of the VIX, this is bear territory. All right, team. So fluctuations on volatility for the S&P are absolutely important. Oil, right? All these things matter. Know the rules to the trade and you'll be good. All right, so now we noticed, yes, we were talking about OGG experiencing correlation and complete confluent price action between Microsoft and the SPY today. Okay, so we don't know what the correlation is going to be tomorrow, but I have an idea for you. Okay, just go ahead and try to observe what one of these tickers is going to do before the other. Okay, have them in line. Take a look at your Meta. Take a look at NVIDIA. Take a look at Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple. Take a look at your Magnificent Seven, all in conjunction to the S&P 500. And you're going to notice slight deviations in time versus all of those tickers. The one that's leading is highly likely the one that's going to be guiding the price action for the S&P. And guess what, guys? We trade the S&P. It's very low cost. We're talking about actionable strategies within an asset that appears to be very expensive. Look at the SPY. It's like it says right here, it's like $500, right? We're not trading $500, guys. There are options contracts in there that are like $80, $90, $150 or $200 for a contract. You know, and then that contract can return to you. Like today, you heard me say, guys, I am up 140% and I realized. So if I would have put $200 down on that options contract, I got back 220. So or 240, right? So 140 made out of 100, made out of 140. $200, you got $280 made out of 220 or 240. Guys, it's big time money, right? Just know how to play the markets. That's how you play it. All right. So let's see.
Hey, ARCa.
What's up,
I
buddy?
want to say something too.
Go
I
ahead,
wanna add
options.
something.
Please go ahead, brother.
Guys, you don't need a lot of money to start trading. I just posted an example of an account that I'm trading for my daughter. She started with $14. The account today now is $32,000 and some change. Year to date, not even 4 months, that $14 turned into $32,000. That's a real thing that can happen if you know what you're doing. So for those that say that, hey, you know, I don't have enough money to trade, no, that's not true. You can spare a couple meals, you can trade.
Absolutely, guys. Please remember, right, that same story that I've given you. I started trading with $88. I turned $88 into $55,000 in just a few months. I had to do it. I had to do it. Guys, there was no out. I had no way of making money. The trade had to be it. Right? So things change, right? We're a lot busier. We're not trading as much anymore, me, myself. So this is why I'm creating the ARCa Bulls trading team, because I want to focus more on my trade. So that's what it's been like for the last 3 or 4 months now, team. So I'm working to build myself back up again. And I'm this time I'm not going to do it alone. I'm going to do it with you witnessing it. So come on by. Join the ARCa Bulls trading team. You just heard options right here. Turn $14 into $32K in 14 days into 4 months. That's ridiculous. You're talking about a 218,300% gainer on just a few months. Guys, if you know what you're doing, if you know the rules to the trade, you can have a great edge. I can say, team, yeah, you know what? It's absolutely important. It's key to have risk management. Yeah, yes, definitely. Okay, absolutely. Your psychology makes for a great change too. But guys, what's overall is your edge as a trader. If your edge is dull, if you don't have an edge as a trader, not even the greatest risk management can help you there, right? It's going to manage you just slowly grinding up, but it's going to be the trader with the edge to really take you over the edge. So please remember, team, learn the rules, learn how to trade. I don't care if it's from me. Just make sure that whoever you do it from is credible and transparent.
Another thing to piggyback on that, guys, that's very important is, learning how to trade, quote unquote, but having a plan. You got to have a strategy that works for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
And ARCa helps you develop a strategy that works for you. You might, and with so many good traders here, you may take a little bit from him, little from me, little from options, little from OGG, from old dad, whatever. You're going to pick up different tips and tricks that, like OGG taught me something today. Pay attention to what ticker the market's following, right? That was very important. Been trading over 12 years. And I'll tell you what, I knew that, but I don't really do that, but
Why'd you pick on me then?
huh?
Why'd you
Said,
pick
"Why'd
on
you pick on me
him?
then?"
Because I was balls deep in the short.
You're such a bully.
But no, it's real good. And I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were telling me, well, I'm not really doing so good, and this. And I said, well, because you don't have a plan. You don't have you don't have a strategy. You're telling me, oh, I'm going to buy here and sell for 2%, and buy when it comes down 3%, and sell when it goes up 1%. And I'm like, but you don't have a strategy. You don't have you're just telling me you're going to buy when it's low and hope it goes up. Like, you have no real strategy that works. And what ARCa's teaching here is it actually teaches you to come up with a plan, come up with a strategy that works for you and your style and your risk tolerance. Everybody's different, and you should be successful if you just follow the plan.
And more importantly, stick to the plan.
And stick to the plan.
Yep.
That is just as hard as coming up with your plan. We're all emotional. Anybody that says they
execute a trade, executing a trade is everything you do after you've established direction.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anybody that says they always win, or they don't have trouble sticking to the plan. Every trader does it. They all screw up. Everybody gets emotional. Everybody revenge trades. It's the longer you trade, the less you do it. The less you gotta kill the demons, and the more you trade, the less that stuff starts happening.
Yeah, that's true.
I tell you guys all the time, what's my problem? If I'm trading after the first 3 hours, I know
you're gonna get knifed.
Give back. I've went through my journal, and every time I trade after the first 3 hours, I guarantee I'm going to give back at least 25% of what I made. Guaranteed. So for me, that's one of my demons. Because I love to trade just like many of you guys here, but that's my problem. I have to say, hey, you made your money, shut it off. Shut it off. So if you see me around late day, ban me. Kick me out. Kick me out. Time out.
Oh, man. That is funny, brother. But thanks for sharing that, bro. Sorry, you were going to say something still.
No, that's it. That's it. So,
Nice.
I just want everybody to know that ARCa is going to help you develop a plan, and with a lot of good traders around and a lot of good input, and, he's very open to opposing points of view too, and as a trader, you always have to be open to learn something, period. You're never arrived. You're never the shit. Doesn't matter, You always have to be able to be open-minded and learn something, and ARCa will help you develop the strategy and the consistency you need to make those plays. You don't have to hit home runs every day. Games are won on base hits.
Nice.
The more base hits you get, you put the runners in scoring position, right? So you got to have base hits to be able to win the game. If it all starts by getting on base.
I'll tell you what, we've been hitting some grand slams though.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. But, I coached for years, and I would always tell the players, don't worry about trying to hit a home run. Worry about getting on base, because if you get on base, you can get home, and that's a run. And that's what wins the games.
And that's
Hey,
statistically.
you get lucky, you nail a massive play, God bless you. Thank God. But I tell you what, You go home green every day, big or small. Now your team's in the game. You're on the green team, not the red team.
Very smart, dude. Very smart. Statistically speaking, in baseball, that's it, man. You want to get your batter to reach the first base. You want to get him to the first base.
Yep.
You know, accumulate your numbers there, man. Then you'll start scoring, brother. My goodness. So so in other words, it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
I love it, guys. I love it, and I appreciate so much trading alongside these guys. I'm telling you, I wouldn't allow anyone to just speak in the mic here, man. Like, these guys are special to me, right? And more importantly, a lot of the team are my master students, and they're the ones that I'm considering to lead this thing. So, I really mean it. We're literally building ourselves from the ground up. And now having people like CoinFox come in and expanding this is ridiculous, man. It's only the start, guys. This is just the beginning, and it's about to be bigger than you ever known. It's gonna be amazing. So Ian saying I'm trying to get to the freaking plate. Ian, we're gonna get you that freaking plate, man. We're gonna get you there, buddy. And that's how it is, man. We just have to make sure that the entire team knows that we're here, right? So if one of us is kind of a straggler, we have to make sure to go to the back and bring the straggler up with us, right? And that's the way we're going to show true strength in a team, brother. Not to be.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Ian, sometimes when I struggle, because we all do. If I struggle on a day or on some trades, I will, because I'm always trying to consciously remember, what was I thinking? Was I thinking, I might be trapped here? Should I be getting out of this play? Am I ignoring my system? Am I ignoring my process because I want to be right? So journaling, and if I take a big loss, if I take any kind of loss that's anything significant, I will replay the ticker. I go into chart replay and I watch it, and I try and I remember, what was I thinking right there at that point in price and that structure. Did I ignore do I remember telling myself that, damn, I might be on the wrong side of this trade? And then boom, it pops. And it's like, you idiot, right? Okay, so you gotta go through these processes to learn. It's like working out. You gotta learn. What did I do wrong, right? Coaching a player, when they make a mistake, you don't beat them up. You talk to them. What did you do wrong? What could you have done better, right? And it's the same thing with your trading. You got to journal it, replay it, watch it, and try to remember what you were thinking when you went in, or when you didn't get out, when you thought you should have got out, and write that stuff down and burn it into your head, and just go through replay. Just people say, you shouldn't paper trade. It's not the same. Yeah, that's cool. I understand that there's less emotions involved. But if you take a loss, replay it, paper trade it, and see what you should have done differently. And try to remember, what were you thinking at the time? Because I know myself, I've had plenty of times where I'm like, dude, you were thinking you're on the wrong side. You just ignored your system right there at that point in time. And that's when the loss happened, right? And the market usually gives you a chance to get out. You usually have a chance to get out. It's our own stubbornness that keeps us in.
Or greed.
Because we want to will it. We want to, sports, you can work harder, you could train harder, you can become better. The market don't give two shits about any of that.
None of that.
You can't will the market to do anything. And we think, because we're trained to work harder and do better, that we can win because we have the will, but that's not it. We have to have the control of our emotions and be able to execute our plan. So enough out of me.
Dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely powerful, man. Thank you. Yeah. Lewis saying we fail forward every day. You know what, man? If you fail forward in a controlled manner every day, it'll make the biggest difference in the world. Controlled failure. That's the best way, right? I'm not gonna, and I tell my master students, but Lewis, I tell my master students all the time. I tell them that I'm not gonna praise them on their win. I'm gonna praise them on their losses. I want to know that you know how to lose. because it's not going to, if you have an account that only shows upside, that means that you probably trade one ticker and you got lucky. But if you have an account that has a bunch of losses, and they're tiny and controlled in relation to the wins, imagine having a 40% win rate. 60, you have a probably 30% loss rate, maybe even 50% loss rate, 10% break even, something like that. Your 30% win rate is probably massive in comparison to your losses, because you controlled your loss, because you were able to say that I will not lose more than this dollar value per trade no matter what, and you follow the plan and you stick to it. So if you have failure controlled every single day or every single trade, then that marks off a rule base, and it's a system that you always follow. It's just going to be one of the things that you can attenuate further into your trading career. This is a craft. I don't look at this. Yes, of course it's a career, man. Of course it's my job and all that. This is all I do. This is all I do. This is my livelihood. I don't have another job. All I do is trade. Right? So,
and losses should always be to the point where they don't hurt.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna kill your, like the way my losses, when I take a loss, it has to be limited to, I can get that back easy. Not, oh God, that fucking hurt. You know, if that happens, then I either went in way too big or I ignored everything, which I seldomly do that. So, you know, it's losses should be, that's not a biggie. That's a paper cut. And another quickie thing for any new traders, trading options is a little harder. I mean, you can experience much bigger wins, but your drawdown can be a lot bigger, a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, trading shares in the beginning, I would recommend trading shares in the beginning, because your drawdown's a lot slower, smaller, and you can control it.
Are you listening?
You're gonna learn your discipline to trading your stocks first. You're gonna learn.
Ian, listen.
You're gonna be able to get your emotions under control. So when you do start trading options, you know, it goes emotionless.
What I tell you yesterday?
100%.
What I tell you yesterday? I was gonna switch you from what to what?
Yeah. Options to shares.
Yep.
Shares is much better in the beginning, because everybody comes into this game like, oh, I'm going to get rich quick. That's what everybody thinks. And yes, it can happen. I've seen it happen. But the most times I've seen it happen where people just hit a big play and they end up giving it all back within months to a year.
All of it,
you know,
back.
All of it.
All of it.
Or more.
Because
and more.
they just, you don't have the discipline. So if you play shares, you can play small. And when you get a candle or two against you, you're not like, oh my God, I'm down 30%, I'm down 40%. No, you're down 0.5%. Okay, relax. You know, and it gives you more chance to really get comfortable with price action and not be freaking out about the big drawdown. You know, because like ARCa says, execution is everything, and it's much harder to execute than to just pick a level. I mean, I do it myself. I'll have my whole plan. Everything's cool. And I even told ARCa today, we were on the phone, I'm like, dude, I pikered NVIDIA. I top ticked it right when OGG said, because I was looking at that number earlier and I wasn't watching it. And OGG says, NVIDIA just rejected off of blah, blah, blah. I already was looking for that number. He called it the rejection. I didn't even look at the chart. I just opened the options and took the short, because that's what I was looking for. And I had the 850s. I covered it at like 890s or something. And then today, you know, my NVIDIA's way down. I'm like, dude, I had no reason to sell, guys. You know, I didn't follow the plan. I took the gains, but it's the same thing. You know, everybody does it. So when you trade shares, it's much easier. It's much better in the beginning. You know, I think she trades shares too.
And then when you can,
Gal,
when you do start trading options, take your shares and trade options contracts against your shares and learn how to make money that way as well. Using a combination is what I use. I'm not just an options trader. I trade shares too as well.
Oh yeah,
I prefer shares.
Yeah, you know what?
myself.
I didn't introduce options contract to, one of my top students, and now like it's one of my analysts here, man. It's Sebastian. I didn't introduce to him the options contracts until he understood how to trade his shares, and then he was like, "What? You can what with what? You can make how much with what?" And now that he knows how to chart, now that he knows, yeah, then he was like, then he became like this. He became like an addict.
Yeah, 'cause if you don't understand the price action and how to control your emotions, you'll get wrecked with
Oh, yeah.
options. Completely, you'll blow up account after account because you got to be able to understand what you're looking at and how you're playing it before you can do options. Because
Yeah.
one red candle on everybody wants. Oh, the 0 days are cheap. They're super cheap. Yeah, they're cheap for a reason.
And let's be honest, guys. If you're answering the questions honestly that your broker asks you, you're never gonna be approved for options trading if you're just starting.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
I know everybody's lying out there to get their options. I get it. I understand, but keep that in mind.
Man, that's absolutely true, my brother.
Truth.
While you're,
Truth up in here.
yeah, sorry, who?
I said truth.
Truth is up in
Speak the
here,
truth. Yep.
guys. I'm gonna just say that everything said here was absolutely true, and everything I completely back. Right, just take it from me. Right, I'm not gonna be. If those of you who've been following me, you guys know that from the beginning, I'm just gonna give you the flat truth, and I'm just gonna give you the flat honesty. I don't care. I don't, and I would say that often, right? And I would get a lot of scrutiny from the communities because I would say, guys, I don't care about your emotion. I don't care about what you're feeling. I'm gonna tell you what the price is gonna do, regardless of upside or downside. I'm never gonna tell you otherwise. And there is a way to know how to do that. And then once you know how to do that, once you acquire that skill, then you're going to also be faced with that potential. Then your family members and friends are going to start asking you. They're going to be like, hey, so what do you think about this? Like, should I get into this? Should I get into that? Man, until last night, I had a family member come up to me and say, so you're in the financial markets. And I'm like, yeah. And then they said, well, how long do you leave your money in there for? And I'm like, on average? And they said, yeah, like typically how long do you leave your money in there to make a profit? I said like 4 minutes. Like I knew the question being asked. They were thinking of investment strategy, right? So I'm not guys, I'm a short-term trader. I'm a day trader, right? I'm a breakout trader. I'm a breakdown trader as well, right? Trend, momentum, scalper, right? Short term. That's what I am, right? So they couldn't believe that I was making a profit within minutes, sometimes even seconds, right? So, so yeah, guys, it's you're going to be faced with that decision too when your own family comes up to you and says, hey, what do you think this is going to do? What do you think the price on this is going to do? Oh man. And then when they tell you, I'm already risk on.
I just want to add one more thing real quick.
Go ahead, OG.
Because we're all kind of stepping in tonight and saying something. I just want to share to everybody that's listening that has never come on the trading floor with us and doesn't get to. I mean, what you're seeing here is we've all become a family. I mean, literally every day when I get up, Monday through Friday, I am so freaking excited to get on the trading floor and be with this group of people. And we have girls that aren't here right now tonight that are in there as well. And I'm telling you what, not only, are we working together as a team, but we have a fucking blast. I mean, I love what I do every single day. I actually hate the weekends now because I like being on the trading floor with all these people, all of our group. And I promise you, it's not about the money for me. It's about being with my family. It's about challenging myself. It's about getting it right. And yeah, the money is a bonus. It definitely, makes it a little bit sweeter. But I promise you, the fact that what you're hearing and what you're experiencing right now, I'm sure that you're saying, man, it seems like these guys are all on the same page, because we are. And we truly love each other. We have a fucking blast, and we make a little money while we're doing it. And that just doesn't suck. If everybody could do what we do every day and take care of their families, I guarantee you they'd all be a lot happier. That's all I wanted to share.
Sebastian is saying we can have a DGen weekend, right? Crypto change. We're about to add 2 days to the week.
ARCa and I do that already. So
We do.
I can't lie.
We also sometimes do that at 1 and 2 in the morning.
Yes, we do.
Oh man, true degens here, man. And then you know what? We don't know how early or how late it is at night, but we're like, I wonder what CoinFox is doing. Did you guys catch that short? Oh my goodness, man. Guys,
it's never as fun as when we're on the trading floor every day. I mean, at least for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but that's truly the way that I feel.
Me too, man. Me too. It's great. It's great times here, man. I tell it true, bro. I say it like it is. I mean it. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to share this floor with some outstanding traders and great people, man. Yeah, we don't have Danielle in here. We don't have Jonna. We don't have Destiny. We don't have Gal. I'm not seeing Jen in here. We're still, and you know what? I do know all of them. I know all of them by name because that's how close we're growing, right? We're growing like that together, and it's really becoming like
we have people from all over the world. I mean, like this weekend we were in class, and Gal lives in Israel.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the class, she says, "Oh, these alarms are going off." And then I think it was Ian or no, it was Cyber Sultan he says, "Hey, Iran just announced, that they're shooting missiles off." And so in the middle of the class, I go right to my Mexi trading account, and I shorted BTC and FET and made 300+%.
I also was shorting during my lecture. So sorry, guys. I love you, but oh man, talk about real degens here.
The opportunities are endless here, man, and that's why we're always telling you we're just trying to build and grab more people and share with what we're doing. And the more heads we get in here, and the more minds that we get in here, we all benefit from it. So if you think we're trying to recruit you to come into the trading floor for our benefit, we are. Because you will make us better. You will make us better as we train you on what to see. Like Coin's saying, I called out he wasn't seeing it, but I called it out, and he was able to make a trade. The reason why we want you on the trading floor with us is because we know that as you grow, we grow, and we all become better.
100%. And well said, OG. Man, guys, just I know it sounds like a bunch of crap over here, but I got to tell you, it's a little bit of a breather today, man, that we were able to kind of look at and speak like the way we're speaking right now, because it was a lot of work, guys. Up a lot of the night, sweating the bet, you know what I mean, and trying to see how we're going to be able to make the play the next day, and it was just a lot of pressure, right? And now that we're speaking to you, it's kind of like, we can kind of hang out here, bring on the family, speak to everybody, right, and kind of show some words of encouragement, and then get ourselves ready for the next day for trading. In play,
speaking of next day, what are we thinking for tomorrow?
Yeah,
anybody watching anything big for tomorrow? Anything we're sleeping on? UAL had massive earnings, biggest day in like 5 years. UNH, that was ripping. We got
Sebastian Limit saying Tesla.
Watching?
But chat, go ahead and come in.
Okay.
Chat, go ahead and type in what you believe the next mover could be. What do you guys think? What are we getting? Sebastian Limit saying Tesla. Today Tesla had like that downside, bro, and let me see how it kind of did.
Tesla did exactly what you said it's been doing. It went deep red, then it went green, Then it dumped red again.
Dude.
Squiggly.
Bro.
It was a squiggly.
Do you guys remember that squiggly? Like, I mean, if you put that in like a 5-minute time frame, like, dude, that's criminal. This is no joke here. Look, let me just put it really granular here so you can see like how that moved just today. The space between the pre-market, which is this orange area, and this blue area, this post-market, this is intraday here, right? So look at what it took for the price action to reach 153. For the price action to reach from 157 to 153, right? Look, let me zoom in. Look at this. See the up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And then when we recovered here, look at that. Oh, man. There was almost no playing this unless you held shares. And I tell you all the time, so we're here making the play, right? We say, all right, we're going to go in right here. We're going to take profit right there. We know that it's going to be right there. So then what happens is that, this here is that we interpret that as like, all right, here's the trade. That's Tesla. All right, guys, we're going to make a break of this low. This is going to be the high right here. All right, I'm in the negative 98%. I'm in the positive 180, and we made it. Yeah. What the hell? The trading Tesla, guys.
What the
Like
hell,
an
Bobby?
What the hell,
It's like
Bobby?
an Etch-a-Sketch.
I'm just
Hey,
gonna.
we got Netflix tomorrow.
Here, look,
Netflix earnings.
Check this out. Check this out. Look at my screen. Look at my screen. Damn it! I didn't do it. Fuck. I was gonna do like this.
Oh, you trying to shake
I got it.
Shake it so it clears. Your Etch-a-Sketch.
Yep. I just shook it cleared.
We got Netflix earnings tomorrow.
Netflix earnings tomorrow. Ooh, is that that's post market, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So guys,
Good
that's
earnings. Good earnings. They take out the high, I think, if they have good earnings. Oh, that's one thing we do have to be aware of, guys. I know everybody wants severe downside, and myself included. But market is going to go into full-on earnings mode now. So we need to be careful not to be too biased, because we have a couple big names kill it, and it'll pull everything up.
See my chart?
Pull it? You mean so it's a front wheel drive vehicle if you're pulling it?
Correct.
Oh man.
We're gonna push it with the rear wheels.
We need.
Yeah. What's that? What's that measured move right there?
Right, dude. Me too. Let's find the measured move here. It looks like it has. Yeah, this is definitely it, right? Post market price action has a confluence to a couple contact points here, and so let's. I mean, I also know I can do it like this too, right, sideways, but I often feel like that target is too frothy, so I have to curve it, so to knock off like 15% of the top side, and it often tends to work out.
Well, don't forget about potential pre-earnings run-up.
Ooh. So then that could be it right here, right? Top of the right-hand shoulder, taking us to the prior days, not even prior days high, actually. I thought it was going to be pre-market high, 625.13. And let's see, right? So your daily...
I think we're going to bounce intraday, 625 maybe.
Your average true range daily time frame, $15.23. We're sitting at 614.89.
Yeah.
You're looking at 629.
And look at today. It didn't break yesterday's low.
Nice. Yeah, it did not break yesterday's low. Yesterday's low located here at 603.86. And we actually just came down, not even to the post hours low either. The post hours low had a double bottom.
Mm-hmm. So if the market holds up tomorrow, which it very well could, because Meta's earnings are coming in a couple days, I think, too.
Right.
And Netflix, we might start getting some buying of pre-earnings run up, and it'd be perfect to take out the 3-day shorts, start bagging the 3-day shorts, getting them to puke up their positions. Something to be aware of. Very possible.
Take a look at my chart here.
Just knowing that Netflix is the earnings tomorrow, that could be the one that the SPY chases around the thing. That's something that we have to identify.
Nice.
Right. That's what I was telling. That's what I was telling OG just a little bit earlier. Is that we gotta start observing how these rotation tickers get picked, and I believe they're picked based on earnings or catalyst. So we can, if you haven't found the pattern, NVIDIA was the first one. Massive conference, huge announcement on GPU upgrades, following Meta, and I don't know what the hell they did.
Oh my God.
Microsoft.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I got 513 target
Low 513 Netflix.
by the end of the quarter,
Oh, okay. Let me see.
which
Damn.
would have to be like, okay, we go ahead and have bad earnings, and that puts us down below 600 pretty quick.
That's
Option, do you see anything on the chain for Netflix?
No, I'll take a look. Hang on.
we're double topping here, man.
It's
If it
got
does,
a lot of meat on the bone. It hasn't even went red yet.
Yeah, all-time high 700 too.
704,
Mhm.
704.
Yeah, and
what
look
is
at the quarterly, though, on the all-time high. Big red, nasty wick.
Yeah, that was a huge shooting star on that one. And it looks like it was Frothtown up there, man.
Mm-hmm.
So now the volume, let's take a look at the volume profile. Declining volume with ascending price. We definitely have a bearish divergence on the quarterly chart of Netflix. Let's pull up momentum and based by the RSI, right? And take a look at what we have here
Double
too.
top, too.
Ooh, dude. Okay, at the close of this month, I know that we still have a yeah. You know what? Let me go a little more. Let me go tighter. I'm gonna go to the monthly time frame because I gotta show you this. The monthly time frame is over in what? 12 days. What about? Yeah, here we go. This one's gonna be better. The bi-weekly time frame. 1 day, 17 hours. All right. So let me go down to this pivot here. Let me see which one this is. Oh, perfect. I mean, not perfect because not cool, but for the short, very ideal. Check this out. Lower high, momentum, right?
Yep.
We have a higher high. This is it's coined by a different type of trader, but this is a phantom drive of regular bearish divergence. So we have the higher high made through price action, and the lower high made on momentum here. We have bearish divergence now by momentum and volume. Dude, there could be something amidst here, like very, very big. Take a look at your bi-weekly stochastic momentum. Still pivoted towards an upside, but it is absolutely overbought by every mean possible, man. And it looks like
Look at the monthly mitigated the fair value gap too from December 2001. No, wait, December 1st, 21.
monthly, December 1st.
It mitigated that fair value gap, 638.
Right here.
Yeah.
Check out that, man. Incredible. We're currently supporting from that. Damn. As soon as we break that, it's not going to be fun. That's a slide, dude. And the fair value gap bottom is very much confluent to this low here. This would be the January 2024 quarter one Q1 low, 461.14. And that,
Yeah.
damn.
Slide it up to the pivot. What's the pivot right up above
right
that?
above
Just a
that's
little bit more.
484.65.
What's the top of that candle? That little one.
This one here.
Five.
Oh,
Up.
this one.
Yeah. Okay. 503. I had 513 possible. Okay. So yeah.
Yee.
Good.
That's nasty, bro. That's nasty. So we were taking a look.
Shorten it.
Yeah, so we were actually looking at this. Me and Coin. I don't remember if it was actually Netflix. I think it was the Spy. It may have been. What were we looking at? Like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Was it Netflix? We were saying.
No, couple.
We were saying four out of the four. We were talking about puts, but they would be the month out expiries, 3 month out. Is it Netflix?
I think we were talking about Netflix.
Nice. So we're be a part of the team. Sergio Ramirez saying, "How can I be a part of the ARCa team over on Discord?" So let me go ahead and share that link. Go ahead and click on that link on your PC, right? So when you get in, I'm going to share with you. This is the Discord, right? when you get in, you're gonna land right here at the landing pad. You're gonna see these badges that say welcome these different members, right? So these are the people that are starting to subscribe. Go ahead and click up right up here at server shop, right? So you want to get into the server shop, and this is where you're gonna get presented with the ARCa Bulls trading team, right? And you'll receive your ARCa Bulls badge. That's a shark, baby. Sorry, guys, it's my little guy talking to me. I love you, buddy. Oh yeah. All right, you guys. So that's how that's gonna kind of happen there, right? So please remember, just hit that link, and subscribe by hitting the server shop. What the heck is all that? There we go. So yeah, we were looking at some puts on Netflix, but a few months out, and see if we can probably play the macro downside here, because this is. I mean, you're seeing it in the monthly time frame. Look at your volume. Look at your upside, bearish divergence, right? Also, look at the sizes of your candles, how they're decreasing, and it's now you're starting to see that curvature. All that stuff, right? You're starting to notice these long wicks to the upside here, right? All that means weakness. The bulls are getting a little exhausted here. It doesn't mean that we're going to capitulate and it's all going to go to hell and we're going to be down to 165. No. It means that we have a corrective period. That means that we got to take a breath. We got to inhale, we got to exhale here. We've been like, and then we got to go, right? This is going to be the exhale. We got to take a look at some downside targets, play the ranges, get ourselves down to these critical lows, and then play the bounce, right? So yeah, you know what? We're going to be playing. Options. 700 is the all-time high with Netflix. Only unusual activity is the chain I see. So let's see. Calls to puts are 2-1. Be careful. I'm not playing Netflix. It's not a company I have studied enough and have not reviewed their recent filings on the SEC site. I feel the earnings will miss. Okay, so he was sharing with us an image here from his studies right now. And this is what he's looking at. This is how he came up with the ratio, right? So very cool. And this is going to be the this is a Netflix long call. Oh, that's so 655, right? You're looking at an IV right now of a low IV, 38.48%. IV is your implied volatility, right? Implied volatility. You want to buy low, and you want to buy with a lot of open interest, right? So if you have high open interest, low IV, great delta, right? And a low theta, that's a good balance for a good run. Okay? So, yeah, just please be very careful.
Netflix has had some earnings gap downs of over $100.
So, no, don't do that, buddy. All right, so guys, we're looking at. Sorry about that, Coin. My son and my dog. So, guys, I wanted to say to Sergio Ramirez. He said, "How can I buy a subscription for the Discord?" I think with any major credit
Close your
card,
eyes,
right?
hit the buy button.
Close your eyes and hit the buy button. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. It'll take you to for real. What does it take? I don't even know. Whatever Discord takes. I think they take Visa, Master, Amex. I think they take PayPal. I think they take everything, really. I even think they take Bitcoin.
Yeah, they do.
So, yeah, I think it's all across, brother. Sergio
One thing
Ramirez.
I want to note against Netflix, when it's had some earnings near highs, it's gapped up and then, like, the following days got wrecked.
Oh.
I mean, and the overall market's weak too, so I like the potential of that gap up to 700, and then day 2 or 3, this thing can roll.
Agreed.
Crap.
So yeah, we're gonna you know what, I'm gonna
Because
have
it is
to
at a
run.
major level.
When is this earnings? It's coming up, right?
Tomorrow.
Oh damn.
Tomorrow after the bell.
It's already tomorrow. Yep. You got it, Sergio. Not a problem, my bro. Happy to help. And thank you, by the way, for inquiring about it.
Yeah, we'll see you in the room, man.
We'll see you in here, my bro.
Oh, guys, Netflix is gonna get slaughtered, dude.
I think
oh
so
my
too.
god.
I think so
I'm
too.
looking at confluence on so many time frames: quarterlies, 6 months, dailies, weeklies. This thing's toast.
Check this out. We're getting a massive downside. We have a nosedive on stochastic momentum daily, and we are critically contracted. As soon as this thing shifts into the break of that 15% of volatility with a downside, my brother, check this out here. How about this right here? How about this right here for high contraction? Oh, wait a second.
Whoa, wait a second.
Yeah, this is the second. Yep, this is the second most concentrated area of contraction that the asset has ever faced on the buy daily in its trading history since 2002. This is the first right here. So, if that's the case, what happened? You see this? All this?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm going to mark off a line right here, okay? I'm going to put a vertical on this. So just so we know. So that this zone here, okay? I put 2 there so it looks real thick. Let's go to the present price and take a look at this right now, okay? You remember what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so if that's the case, let's go back to this iteration. Pair this with price action and see what we're doing. Every single bar you're noticing here, you see these purple bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
They mark off a buy daily close while inside of 2% contraction. Straight. Every single buy daily bar here, close, got a bar. So insane. So it was a huge time. So in this case here, price action appears to have made a massive upside, but also we were experiencing a downside here while we were getting this move, right? So that high contraction ended up bringing price down from this point. So from $100 all the way down to $93, where we leveled off, and then there was an explosion of price from 93 all the way up. I know that it
was at
invalidated.
bottom of a range too, though, right?
Yeah.
Was that near a bottom of the range?
So it looks like it was kind of like a terminal shakeout. It was the lows of 2015, and we were down at the lows here in 2016. So yeah, it was the year the prior year low. We had the lows down here, right? So we marked off. Yeah, I guess it would be the chop zone would have been located between I guess 101 and about 85. 93 was around what, like your 40% retrace, maybe 50% around there. Bounced from that and made the massive upside. So iteration to iteration, extremities to extremities, you marked off a $91 to $130 move. So that's equivalent to about let's see,
What, 11%, 12%?
40.64%.
40%?
Yeah, on that one ride from critical contraction to expansion and invalidation. Huge run. So I mean, if there is a 40% runner there, I want to know what the other iterations did too, right? So arguably speaking, it was at the break of the move here. So okay. Well, it was the low of this candle. So the low of that candle is 97.63. So yeah, still a 40% ride.
What date was that?
That was
ARCa?
2000. Let me.
Was that the beginning of 2022?
No,
16.
2016 October.
Okay.
That was the Santa Claus rally, the start of it.
Okay.
Which is what I'm kind of observing here, is that we're going to face a capitulation event, downside price, recovery by September, October, and then elections come in, rip, Santa Claus rally, and then dump out January. Not sure that it's going to follow through like that, but
Yeah.
But in this case, we had a massive
looking
upside.
for that.
Yeah. So, dude,
Everybody's looking for that.
100%. So, I guess my point to what we're observing here is that we had a huge run to the upside on this, and it just never stopped either. But in this case, in the present moment, when from the price that we're at now, getting rid of the drawings here too. This is kind of a similar signal. Downside, right? Critical contraction. So that means that likely we're going to face a continuation to the downside here, wherever that may be. It could be, damn, dude. Damn, could it really be maybe 485? If we start slipping below that 550, man, we're looking 480, maybe even deeper, 455, something like that. But if it does continue to the downside, that would be the breaking points. So this right here, by daily time frame on this nosedive, this is not fun. So I guess I can backtest the downside here from the break into contraction with that downside pivot. So starting the iteration from the break into contraction with a downside pivot, and also every other iteration from that moment too. Dude, this could be a big drop.
Hey, if anybody has the earnings calendar, if they can post it in the chat, that'd be great.
Yeah, please go ahead and do that, team. I think, this is tomorrow. Netflix is tomorrow after hours, post market. And you know what? That's something. You know what? That's something that TradingView should probably consider adding.
Yeah, they have one.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get
It's just
to
not on it's not on the charts. It's on like the main homepage.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Markets, stocks, ETF, futures, bands, economy, crypto, forex, world.
Search.
Corporate activities. The search is where the heck is the search? I don't have one. Damn it. Analysis, estimates and forecasts.
Are you on the
markets
homepage?
today, service. No, I'm in the when you make a new tab and this area here.
Oh, cause yeah.
I was in the news flow.
Let's see.
The economic calendar? No, I don't think it would.
Well,
Would it actually? Let me see.
I think there's an earnings calendar in there somewhere.
Bonds, business. Let's see. Consumer, GDP, government, health, housing, labor, money, prices, trade.
Wiggle's got it. I know Wiggle got it.
Oh, thanks, Wiggle. Hey,
Is
baby.
he in there?
Let me see.
Oh, see, I said that before looking because he always posts it.
Oh, dude. Nice, buddy. Thank you.
We got TSM tomorrow too, bro.
Ooh, defense.
Semiconductor.
Oh, I got it confused with RTX. Sorry. The China semiconductor, right?
Yeah, Taiwan.
TSM.
I wonder if the earthquake that it shut them down for a while. I wonder if the earthquake's gonna cause any disruptions.
I hope so.
I hope so. I love you, dude. I hope so.
Hey, guys, that play is happening, though, right? We were talking about TSM's downside prices here, and we talked about the break of regression with a retest of the regression, too. So you guys already know 110.54 is my target. James, careful, baby. This guy just dropped the little metal toy car all over the preamp and interface, and
Hey, Japan's CPI data that I'm expecting the I'm trading USD to Japanese yen, so I'm expecting a decrease.
say that again, coin. Sorry, options.
Yeah, so I'm trading USD to Japanese yen on my Forex account. I'll be opening up a position to long that with their CPI data, meaning that I expect the yen to be weaker.
Oh, that you were looking at that the last time. You were looking at the USD against yen. The JP.
Yeah, tomorrow's is Japan's CPI data.
Oh, gotcha. You trade currencies too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So we have some important things coming up.
We have jobs tomorrow too.
Jobs. Let's take
Thursdays usually jobs.
Tomorrow. Oh, I don't see it here. Well, then again,
Wiggle posted it.
Yeah, of course he did. OG, never mind.
It would be Senor Pennington also posts you'll probably see it tomorrow at 4 a.m. in the community chat for the ARCa Bulls trading team. He usually posts it up too. He's like my fundamental analyst. That guy just always. Thank you so much, Wiggle. Fed speaking. We got Fed Williams and Fed Bostic as well. And a jobless, yeah. So Wiggle is saying that we got we have jobless claims tomorrow, existing home sales, and there could be some moving of the markets tomorrow.
Yeah, big time.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
Gap and crap.
Gap and crap is right. All right, we got to be super careful.
Jobs numbers are fixed. We know housing isn't going to come in good. That's impossible.
For jobs, I guess the only thing that would be good is that the massive layoff that freaking who was it put up? Tesla.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be on that report.
No,
it's going to be reflective in the next quarter, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And that would be good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, because then job claims, the people are going to claim they're jobless. All right, so that's kind of what we're observing here. The Fed wants us; they very much want us without a job. They pumped up the rates here so that we can slow down the purchasing of Amazon and eBay. Relax out there, right? Oh, man. So making it hard to borrow. So what's up, baby? It's broken? Why is it broken? I'm gonna have to head on out here pretty soon, team. I got my little guy over here getting a little restless.
Yeah, it's all good. I got to roll too, guys. Getting late here.
Yeah. But team, I love it. I love that we were able to spend this time together. Please remember, hit the link in the chat. Join the ARCa Bulls trading team. Come on by and trade alongside some very talented traders, including CoinFox, OGG, Cryptic Trader Options. Guys, we got it in here. Mark Roach in there also helping us out. We got
Sergio.
Old Dad. What's up, man? I love it.
Yeah, welcome.
Sergio, you're in?
Let's go.
Did he just come in? Oh, mommy's over there, buddy.
I thought he signed up. I was saying welcome.
Oh.
He'll be in.
Yeah. I thought he was in here. I'm like, Sergio.
Oh.
He said he's going to do it. He said he's going to sign up. So, but yeah, I just thought he was in here. I was about to say, Sergio Ramirez. All right, you guys. Well, yeah, definitely Mark Roach. Absolutely a great stream. Thank you so much, team, for coming on by. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Please remember, if you are interested in joining the other master students, I think there's been now 160 students, man. Incredible times teaching right here with the ARCa Bulls trading team. I love it, team. All right, so remember, get at me at ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com, and we'll get you situated. All right, team? So thank you for coming on by. Please I wish you all a very good night, and we'll talk very soon, okay? Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Freaking ever, never, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios.